Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Kim with Creative Crafticality, and today I have a project share and a tutorial at the end of this bit of the share. So today I wanted to share with you some super cute, fun fall altered paper clips that I made. So first of all, I made this really cute owl. It's made out of flower cuts and circle cuts. I used the Creative Memories circle cutter to make the big head part because I didn't have a circle die. But then I used this punch here for the eyes. I used my nesting flower for the wings and the body and the little feet down here. And then I just cut this with my scissors. So that's super cute. Stay tuned for a tutorial on how to make this. I made a couple different embossed paper clips, and I have a set of stamps that have a die that match from Artsy, or link it down below, but it's a stamp set I purchased at Michael's. So I embossed, this was an orange sparkly cardstock that I had. I embossed it with the Recollections copper embossing powder. And then this one was just some brown paper. I think it was from Joann's, but it was a kind of a sparkly, it was the same paper that I made the owl out of. Kind of a real subtle sparkly brown. And then I embossed it with sparkly gold. So those were super cute. And then this one, I used several different ribbons that I had, some green and brown, and I just tied the ribbon around it, so that one's really easy. Here's another one that I made. I cut out this flower back here with my nesting die, and then I used mini cupcake holders or cupcake liners. It was a fall one, and made a rosette from that. And then I used a soda cap that I painted with gold spray paint, and these stickers here were from the Target dollar spot. So I will be making one of these as well for you. And then this paper clip here was another circle or flower cut out from the orange paper. And then I made a rosette with some cardstock here. It's like a wood grain, and it was a DCWV old pack. I think it was called spiced cider. And then I just added one of the stickers from the Target dollar spot. And the last one that I made was with some burlap, and the paper clip it's like a little banner, so it's like a banner style paper clip. So I cut a strip of the burlap, and then I cut the little tails here, and then glued it around the paper clip. I added some little Chinese braid trim there. You can't hardly see it. And then this orange paper flower and a yellow button, and I tied a little bow with some orange jute that I had picked up at the Target dollar spot. So those are my paper clips, guys. I hope you like them. Please stay tuned, and I will have 2 quick tutorials on how to make these 2 cute ones here. So see you in a bit. All right, so for this first one, the owl paper clip, you will need some brown paper. I have the sparkly brown that I had picked up at Joann's, I believe, a long time ago. You will need some orange paper. I picked out a burnt orange. And you will need a piece of white. You will also need a gold paper clip or whatever color paper clip you would like to use. You will need a pair of scissors. You will need buttons or googly eyes, or I am using these brass fasteners that I had in my stash from a craft project a long time ago, so I'm going to be using those for the eyes. And since they're gold, they match the paper clips, so that's why I picked those. And then you will need a flower die for the body and for the wings, and also the feet here. I used this size here, and it is like 1.5 inches. And then for the feet, I used this size, and I believe it's like a 3/4 inch one. And then of course you need a Sizzix, or if you have a punch, you can use punches, or you can even draw and cut them out, whatever you have. And then also you need 1 2-inch circle, either punch, or I have a circle cutter, Creative Memories, so I'm using this one. This is the 5-inch template, but I'm using the inside part, and I'm using the blue blade. So that makes the head. And then you also will need a 3/4 inch hole punch. And again, if you have the circle nesting dies, or if you just want to draw and cut them out, you can do that as well. So the first thing you will want to do is punch out. You need 3 of this size of the flower. Punch, or in my case, I am using my Sizzix. So I'm going to go ahead and do that and be right back. Alrighty, so I have the 3 punched out, or cut out here. And then you will want to take your orange paper and go ahead and cut out the 2 little feet. Oh, this one's so tiny. All right. And then go ahead and punch out your 2 eyes. The whites of the eyes. And with your scissors, you can cut a triangle for the beak. And I made this about 1/2 inch long beak. It's like that. Then you will want to take one of your flowers, and where the little petals meet there, you want to cut it right in half, and that makes the wings. So grab your liquid glue. Sorry. Take one of the wings with the scallop side in and put glue right along the edge there. And then we'll just glue it right down on top of one of the full flowers. And then you want to do that on the other side. Just like that. And then take your 2 little feet, put a little bit of glue along the top edge, and stick it under here. And I like to leave 3 of the little petals showing to make the feet. like that. And do the same with the other. Just like that. And then what you want to do next is cut your circle. You need a 2-inch circle, and this is for the head. Oh, but you don't want to do it with the orange paper. You want it with the brown paper. Like that, and then you take, oh, you know what, I forgot to tell you, you do need a 1-inch punch, because if you want to make the owl have ears at the top and the bottom of the head, you will need that. If not, you can just use it like this and it'll be fine too. But I took my 1-inch cutter or my punch and took the back off there, so you can see when you put this in, just go in like a 1/2 inch and punch it, and then turn it around and do the same thing directly underneath that one, or across, like that. So that gives you your head. So then you want to take that and put glue along the bottom edge, or one edge. And that goes right down onto your wings there. And that one's a little bit off. You can see I didn't get it quite, but that's okay. And then you want to take your beak, put a little bit of a dab of glue on top there, stick your beak down, put 2 more dabs of glue where the whites of the eyes go. You can put those directly right down on top of the beak. Like that. And then the next thing you'll want to do is take your buttons or your brads and glue those down at there. So with these, I'm just going to use my big scissors and cut the stems off with both of them. If you can get them off, there we go. There. And then just push the little ends in a little bit. And then bring your hot glue in and glue those on. Or you could use buttons, you could use your liquid glue. But for this metal, I like to use the hot glue. It just dries faster and stays on really well. There, and then get rid of all your little strings. There we go. So the last thing you want to do then is take your paper clip and line it up back there. Make sure you have plenty of paper clip down here to attach to whatever it is you're going to put it on, a planner or a page. And then you have your last flower here that you can use to cover that up. So I'm just going to take a little bit of hot glue And stick that over the top like that. Oops. And there it is, guys. Super cute. So for the second paper clip we're going to make, you're going to need to cut out another one of these flowers, but I went up a size in my nesting dies and cut out the next size up, and I think this is a 2-inch. So I'm going to go ahead and do that and be right back. Okay, so there's that. You also need to punch out a 1-inch circle from the round. You will need a mini cupcake liner, and this was a fall one that I had in my stash of cupcake liners from previous year. Super cute plaid, but I'm sure that they have all kinds of really cool ones out for this year. You also will need a bottle cap. I happen to have a black one. For this one, I had spray painted them gold. These were already black from another project I did, so I'm just going to use the black this time. I want to add a little bow to mine this time, so I have this orange jute that I had picked up at the Target dollar spot. If you want to see the haul for that, I will put the link down for that. And then I'm going to be using these stickers, and these are also from the Target dollar spot from this year, so they're in that haul. But there is a sheet of 1-inch stickers here that are so cute. So I think for this one, I want to use this little badger sticker. So I'm just going to go ahead and stick that right on the bottle cap. And that is ready to go. So the first thing you want to do is take your cupcake liner and fold it in half, fold it in half again, and then use your scissors and cut to about 1/2 inch. Cut the center out. And then open it up, and then you want to scrunch it together. Because you're making the little rosette. I just kind of do a little pre-scrunch here, and then take your circle that you punched out, add a dot of hot glue here, and then scrunch this together with your fingers and place it right down on top of that hot glue. Then you want to just arrange it into a little rosette. Hold it there for a couple seconds so it'll dry. Just like that. Oops. Got the little strings going on here. And then you want to take this part, put some glue on the back, and stick that down on top of your flower. And then put more glue on the back of your bottle cap, on the edges. Just be careful this part, it gets hot. Woohoo! And that goes right down on top of the cupcake liner in this center. Just kind of squish it down. Now on this one, my cupcake liner was out a little bit, and that, I think it looks better, but this still looks cute. So then the last thing, well, if you're to finish like this, take your paper clip and you'll need to punch out another circle from the brown or whatever color you want, or you could die cut another flower if you want it totally covered. But for this one, I'm just going to be adding a little bit of hot glue. Make sure you have it lined up with the direction of the face here. Put a little hot glue there. And then I wanted to add a little tiny bow with my twine here. And I will just put a little bit of glue along the back and stick it right up against the bottle cap. Just like that. Isn't that super cute? All right, let me pull in what I've made here. Those. I love them. Super cute. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, and subscribe, and I will see you again next time. This is Kim with Creative Crafticality. Bye. God bless.